So, the shoelace formula, or uh, honestly, I don't think this is super useful, but when we're taking exams, but seldom it might be. So, I decided to introduce this. So here, we can apply it to anything, but just so that I can verify this is correct, I'll use this right triangle with one. So if we're trying to find the area, so the shoelace formula helps us to find the area. So the area for this would be 1/2 times h, right? So times 2 times 1, so that's 1 unit squared. So now let's try using the shoelace formula. So something like this, right? So what we want to do is 1/2 times, we'll just write this way, and then important thing, you write whatever you wrote in the front once more. Now what we're going to do is multiply this way and add. So 0 times 0, 1 times 0, 0 times 2. Now we're going to multiply the other way, this way. But this time we're going to subtract. So 2 times 1, 0 times 0, 0 times 0. So now what we get, this is why we have the this is why we have this absolute value sign. Okay, so 1/2 times 2, 1. So from here we can see 1 unit, 1 unit, so it works. Let's try something more complex then. I'll just draw more lines here. So here, you guys can skip some. Feel free to just skip, because I didn't. It's my fault that I didn't make it in advance. Okay. Good enough. So here, let's have a triangle somewhere like this. Okay. So the points are 1, comma 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, comma 1, and what is this? 2, 1, 2, 3, negative 3, right? So let's first apply the shoelace formula. So here we have 1, comma 1, 1/2 times Or, okay, let's start with, it really doesn't matter. Okay. And honestly, we can even start with this part first. So this time I'll start with this part. So, negative 3 times 5, negative 15. We'll just do addition. 1 times 1, 2 times 1. Now the other way. This way. So, minus 2, minus 5, and plus 3. So, negative 15 plus 3. Negative 15 minus 1, so we have 8 units squared, because 16 over 2 is 8. Okay, now let's try to find the area without doing that, without using the Shoelace formula. So here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so we'll subtract. 4 times 4 is the square, so we have 16 units. Now we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, so something like that. We have to subtract 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Subtract, we have to subtract these two triangles in order to get this red one. Okay, so the bigger triangle, we have 3. So 1 over 2 times 3 times 4. So we have 16 minus 2 minus 6, where it is 8 units squared. So this sort of proves that, or it doesn't prove, but it shows us that it works. It may be useful sometimes because, you know, when the triangle is like crazy, you might not want to subtract. Or, you know, you might not want to find out this comma here when you don't have a graph like this. So it's really useful when you don't have a graph or when you are not able to visualize it. So, yeah, that was the Shoelace formula.